You were the shadow to my light. Did you feel us? Another star, you fade away, afraid.
What is up, boys and girls? It's your boy King here, showing you my 50k Max Magicka pet build. Let's get right into the pet build. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, drama alert over here. But let's buff up here, and first thing we're gonna show you any second here is our stats. We got 51k Max Magicka, 17k max health, 9k stamina, and 2200 spell damage. No recovery, but who needs recovery when you've got 50k Max Magicka? Okay, our items are 5-piece Destruction Mastery, all infused, all Kuda enchantments, and 5-piece Necropotence, same thing, all infused, all Max Magicka. Oh no, Kuda out. Necropotence pieces are Max Magicka, Max Magicka, Max Magicka, and the 5th piece is 3,861 Max Magicka. When you got pets and summons active, that counts for the Nightblade Shades as well. And Destruction Mastery on our jewelry. This gives us more Magicka than Willpower does. So, and it also completes our set. The pieces are Max Magicka, spell crit, spell damage, and 2,316 spell Max Magicka. Pardon me. When you have a Destruction Staff equipped. And our skills as is. Sorry, here this is not how I wanted it to be arranged, but you know how to pre-record it. But anyway. Our Greatest Storm Astronaut, he's our main DPS, not main DPS, but our heavy hitting, just monster hits. Bound Aegis is the key to this build. Max Magicka is increased by 8% when you have this equipped, and 8% is a lot, believe me, you me. And our Hardening Ward, what is a sorcerer without some wards? And this is a 30k shield with the additional, when you include the additional damage. And in Cyrodiil, that is 15k shield. Our Volatile Familiar is one of our pets. 5,147 damage every 2 seconds. 3rd pulse will stun, and our Twilight heals us for 11k. 11k, and that's not even crit. Pretty easy to heal. And our Daedric Prey, let me buff this up real quick. Hits for 12k, and our Astronaut hits for an additional 9, likely 200 more when it's buffed up. Our back bar, we got Blockade of Storm. This will help with the DPS. And then we got Power Surge. This gives us a nice decent healing every now and then, and gives our major prophecy. Most of the time in Cyrodiil I will use Soul Assault, Daedric Mines, and Streak in Cyrodiil. This is most of the time how I run it. And Crystal Frags, they hit pretty decently here with this build as well, even on buff. But let's continue on, shall we? So back bar and PvE, sorry, in dungeons, what I normally run is Power Surge and Blockade. Elemental Blockade for additional nice ground AoE damage. And my skills and ultimates are as Absorption Field. It's a great heal. It's a nice stun too, because this class I also play as a healer in dungeons and trials, so it's a great build for that. But anyway, Absorption Field, nice, great heal. You can heal through the poison and the fungal grotto, dark shade caverns. Apologize. Anyway, Crystal Frag, depending on the situation, I'll put that on. Dark Conversion when I'm healing, I'll put that on my front bar. Replace other familiar, minefields, and Cyrodiil, and have all the passives. And Daedric Summoning, this is a baby tree right here. Greatest Storm Astronaut. As I said before, he's a monster DPS. Vault the Familiar, our tank, and our AoE stun. Daedric Prey. This is what buffs our pets by a lot. 55% for our familiars and twilights, and 40% for our Storm Astronaut. I use Maw of the Inferno in Cyrodiil as well at times, and the Maw of the Inferno counts as a pet, so it gets buffed up by all that, and it can get a damage shield as well. And Storm Calling Power Overload, of course. Depending on situations, I'll use Bound the Storm and the Sphere, but Bound the Storm, depending on the situation, if I need extra healing, I'll put that on as well with a Power Surge to keep my healing going. Look at my pet's about to destroy this guy. And Streak, as I said before, in Cyrodiil, or just to catch up with the group if I've fallen behind. Let's continue on tree. Oops, sorry, wrong tree. And Destruction Staff. Only 2 moves I use from here is Elemental Blockade and Crushing Shock. For this, depending on scenarios, put that on. Like I said, elemental blockade is our nice AoE DPS, and it stuns when we use heavy attacks on enemies trapped in it. And let's continue on now, going down our little skill tree. And we use all the passive destruction staff, try focus, that right there, the fully charged shock, heavy attacks do AoE damage, great for our DPS. Penetrate magic, of course, and as well everything here, you know, it's good for. And actually I heal in dungeons sometimes, so I'll put these abilities on my bar depending on what I need. And all the passives for light armor. Soul magic is have soul assault and soul summons. Mage is good. I've used it for inner life. I put that on my power overload bar, gives me more magic. And assault, I use Warhorn for when I'm healing, and also has more DPS because it gives me an extra 5k max magicka, so it helps my DPS a lot as well as helping my group out when I'm healing, or if I'm DPSing as well, you know, depending on scenario if I need it. My Breton skills. Breton is one of the best races I recommend for this. Next to that is Dark Elf, but mostly Breton because of max magicka right there and flat reduction for all magic abilities. And we'll switch to my overload bar and show my stats for that. And buff up real quick. And then my stats: 52k max magicka, 70k max health, 1900 spell damage. Sorry, let me buff up again. I forgot to buff up. 2200 spell damage and 45k spell crit. With all that max magicka, it makes it hit really hard. Believe it or not, use increased max magic and max health food. My boon is the mage for max magic, and as you can see there, yeah. And let's go on a champion tree now, and let's get that for the steed. I use 10 into ironclad, and just get some that weaken some of the disorientates, you know, effects in PvP and even PvE sometimes. And elemental defender, if you want, you can split that stack into the hardy, and I would take 1 point from there and put it into ironclad for get 5% instead of 4.9. Bastion, of course, because I am a ward user, gives me those big juicy shields, and gives me that revival for when I get picked up if I do go down rarely, and more reduction, 100 into that. And I don't have no recovery, so tenacity is my recovery. Heavy attacks is all I do for my main DPS, and tumbling gives me a decent amount of roll dodges and break freeze. 20 into bless give me decent healing for my twilight and my group's twilight. 2 into elfborn, 100 into elemental expert because all my abilities are pretty much lightning and magicka, and 5 into there. 16.5 for heavy and light attacks. That is where most of my DPS comes from me, because most of my pets are what do most of my DPS, but the DPS I put out comes from my staffs. But I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my 50k max magicka build. I'll update you with the healing one later on. But for now, it's your king signing out, saying peace. Catch you in Cyrodiil.
You were the shadow to my